Party Politics. Hi, I'm Debbie. Orange and Green, Andrew and Mark. Tonight, ER turns back the clock on Golding's rise and Wholeness's win. But first, a party conference in 2011 that signaled victory, but ultimately resulted in defeat.
You're sampling the best. Get set.
The build-up to a corker of a conference. By bus, on foot, some got a little help.
Shower, money night. Shower. Them leave the world in a suspense. Set them riding us when them attack with experience.
After the PNP's mother of all conferences, the ruling JLP wanted to make its own statement. All very colourful. All on message. Too close to call.
Yeah man, me love God and me love Andrew's Wholeness.
And all expecting the big announcement.
Of course he's going to call the election today.
You think he's going to call it today? After. Why?
Cause we need to win. I think that me want him call it. I think that me want him to call it. Me ready.
Not my first party conference, but what a scene. The crazy outfits. The guy with the rear view mirror.
Labour Party have to win this election because I am the king most high and I'm running this country that's in not to get no hurricane for 6 months.
The Labourite as revivalist.
I love Portia Simpson because she's a human being. But when it comes to politics, I'm a Labourite.
So if Portia Simpson Miller were watching this conference today, how you think she's feeling? How is Portia feeling?
Portia taking a lot of coffee right now. She want more water to drink right now. Lemonade can't cool her now. She have to use water to cool her right now.
Make a call, take a sip, make some noise. They sure start them young. Green nail polish. Green hair, pretty in green. Not so pretty in green. Any excuse to party.
Well, all right.
And if you're the one with the cash, well, there's just no shaking the crowd. I mean, it is conference, but first things first.
Sister P, you can't cross it. Show to the world. See there?
And on a serious note,
I don't know if it's going to cut workers, but no matter if the PNP goes back in power, they got to face this thing because it's real.
is Andrew going to tell the people that, it's going to get worse next year?
No, I'm not telling that man. I'm mad.
Within the arena, there were gasps at the size of the throng outside.
With the change of leadership, people wanted to see that we had the numbers. And as I said before, in politics, funding equal organization equal victory. And we have been able to put the funding together.
New candidates in for a tough fight. Why do you think the JLP chose you to run against Sam Bunting?
Well, I have the name recognition, and so does he.
A lot of people are saying they don't waste your chances.
Oh, really? It's not over till the fat lady sings. But the crowd, as always, going crazy.
The man of the moment was swept into the arena on a green tide.
They were hoping for an easy ride.
The Minister of Education just happens to sound like a teacher. Sunday's lesson touched on trouble around the corner. But the bad news is yet to come. The speech drifted a bit, but Labourites gobbled it up anyway.
Now is the time for this generation to step up to the plate and take charge.
They're smitten with their new boss, his youth, the wife. The lectures about what went wrong and how to fix it, delivered with winning frankness. Wholeness even managed to make a virtue out of levelling with voters that they're broke, deep in debt, and bitter medicine awaits. The Green team is loving it, and him. After Manot, one term was looking set in stone. Now the JLP's energised. It's starting to believe Andrew Wholeness can actually turn certain defeat into 5 more years.
A leader who is dynamic, who is young, who appeals to a large percentage of the population, and a leader with a message.
And so everyone was hyped to hear Wholeness call it. Fever pitch excitement when he rang the big bell. Then the letdown.
But I'm not going to call it today.
Though few Labourites would admit it.
No, I don't feel no disappointment.
You're a little disappointed you didn't get the date of the election today?
Sure, but I'll wait for it. It's soon be here.
Chris Tufton delivered spin.
As it says to the country, prepare yourself. It says to the party workers, go out there and do what you have to do. and therefore there's no element of surprise, so nobody can be disappointed with what is to come.
And the Gleaner headlines today?
The momentum is with us, and that's all that matters.
And Desmond McKenzie noted that tradition favoured other locations to name the date.
Halfway Tree, the foot of Bustamante statue, or Sam Sharp Square. That means at Halfway Tree he'll announce the election. Well, I don't know if we're having a meeting in Halfway Tree. It can be Mandeville, or it could be in Spanish Town.
Spanish Town, Andrew Holness's hometown. I wonder. But jam-packed conferences and rallies don't win elections. Where size really matters is feet on the ground come polling day. Oh, and Simon, sorry, but this one goes out to you. We promised.
Simon Crispy, whatever you want to name, you work on TVJ. I am from Timothy Garden and I'm sending a message to you. Do your work properly and stop preach politics, because it's not nice. Because the only Labour right can cross it. You can't cross it.
There you have it. Simon Crossgill can't cross it, and Andrew Holness didn't call it.
Come 2020, Andrew in again, and Peter set to walk. But Jamaicans voting in record low numbers.
Quiet day. Jamaicans voting early and in even fewer numbers than last time. Then home. This election unlike any other, thanks to the coronavirus.
If we should catch it, we will turn in ourselves.
The elderly, the most vulnerable, but many showed up anyway. Who you voted for, with PNP or JLP?
Well, I vote for the People National Party.
You think they're going to win?
Well, I wish them good luck, and I wish the other side good luck also.
Peter delivering an early shocker. Mr. Fix-It promising to resign if he loses.
Just to be clear, that if you lose the election today, that you're going to be retiring from politics or stepping down as party leader?
Both. Brogard not expecting to lose.
Would you be shocked if the PNP pulled off a win today?
Of course. We all go into elections expecting to win.
Confidence from the other half too.
Thank you very much. I think I have to go and vote. Mrs. Holness is here to answer other questions.
Are you confident though?
Absolutely.
Election signs coexisting nicely. Intermingling oranges and greens also. Vast improvement on the bloody battles of old. Miss Lou beaming in Gordon Town Square, but the pandemic an unseen scary spectre.
Aren't you scared of COVID?
Scared of COVID. Any intelligent person would be, but frankly, more scared of the PNP. Gotta do the work out here on the ground, getting it done.
Afraid of what? Andrew, I'm afraid of anyway. Yeah, too much from in my body, so corona can't catch me. Get rid of them! Get rid of them!
Do they know something the polls don't?
No, you don't watch a poll. You have to watch it turn out. And if you chat the road and street, you can't see the people them turn out for the PNP.
Peter Phillips can't lose.
Try telling them. And from the profane to the sacred.
In the name of Jesus.
Some might think we need Jesus with all those cases piling up.
With hundreds of new cases, will this election have been worth it in the aftermath?
You know, I think that is not a question that could be answered in the way that you'd be expecting. We have a constitutional obligation that stands even in the event of a natural disaster, in the event of a pandemic. And we have put in place all the protocols to enable us to carry through this constitutionally required event.